Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Flex, welcome. Hey, Bill, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys. I'm going to share my screen. Now, as you guys know, on Mondays, we do Q&A. All right, so this is our Q&A class. All right, so this an opportunity to get your questions answered. Okay, so welcome, Bill. Welcome, Arthur. Hey, Kawisi. Hey, Flex. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Hey, Gerald. Welcome. All right. Do you guys have any questions to start? Any questions that you guys have? Again, less than a year later. Whether it's anything about the markets, any symbols you guys want to take a look at, anything about the trading systems, all right, or anything in general, but relating to trading. Any questions?
David, this morning you mentioned that the U.S. dollar isn't in a complete rotation yet. Is that developing now?
Yes, yes. So we do have, if we look here, in Monster Scalper, we have, well, first of all, we've got really good price action on the dollar index, but most importantly, Bill, we've got 9 out of 14 pairs. Okay, so 9 out of 14 pairs with buy signals. Okay. So we've started a new rotation in the dollar, right? In the dollar pairs. in Monster Scalper. And hopefully, that should last for a while. All right. But we do have a new rotation in the
Oh, good.
pairs.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I had mentioned, no, we call the rotation towards the end of the day. All right. But we started to, throughout the day, we got more buy signals in the dollar pairs, and things firmed up quite a bit. If you guys wanted to earlier this morning, you could have gotten in some positions. I know, which one was it? Let's see here. Yeah, USD CNH had given a buy signal this morning. And we'll go over what's developing in the dollar pairs. All right. But 9 out of 14 pairs giving buy signals, that's 70%. So anytime we can get above 70, 80%, all right, we'll start to call a rotation in the group. All right. So, and this is a big group. The dollar group is a big group. Then the yen is a big group. And then the euro, that's another big group to follow. So, and as you guys know, you guys been coming to this, so the dollar is a group we've been trading for a while. So, Bill, were you able to get in at all? Did you
Yeah, I
start?
took a position on the dollar Swiss this morning,
Oh, okay, okay,
and that's the only one so far.
okay. Um, the dollar Swiss looks really good. Let's see here. The dollar Swiss. Here is the dollar Swiss here. All right, and that looks really good. Broke resistance. All right, and it was firming up last night. We talked about it briefly. I had one of our new traders get in it as a to test, right? But last night we were right. We were right here. I think the price action was right about here, right here. And we got a big candle here. This big candle right here happened overnight, right? And broke resistance. Hey, Tracy, welcome. All right. Hello. So we are clearly above. Bill, when did you get in? Did you get in
I think,
prior
yeah,
to the
I
big
got
move?
in just this morning, about 8:30, and I think it was right about where your indicator is right there. It just broke resistance.
Oh, okay.
Um, I think it was 0.9995. Or is that where
Okay.
it's at right
Okay.
now?
So right here. So right about here then. Yeah.
Yeah, right about there.
Okay. Okay. All right. If you guys notice, we talk about this a lot, but when the price, this is really nice when we can get, you remember when the price breaks resistance, right? We usually get buyers to come in. All right, I'm gonna open it up. So Bill, if you got right here, 9 point, hey Charity, welcome. So here is resistance. Here's a resistance, right? So this is where it was last night. So it's really, when we can get a big candle like this with a lot of buying coming in on that break of that resistance right here, that's usually good. All right, so and we'll go through a few of the other pairs. So nice clear break. Anyone else in the dollar Swiss? Anyone else in the dollar Swiss? Yes.
I did get into that one today.
Okay, you got in, Charity. Okay, good job. All right. Hold on, right? Hold to it. You know, it's a new, remember, it's a new buy signal right here, right? Nicely in the markup phase. All right, nicely in the markup phase. Again, we have a new rotation, so we've called a new rotation. All right. Again, 9 out of the 14 pairs. So 9 out of the 14 pairs here have buy signals. Okay, so that's about 70%. All right, that's good. All right, anything around 70, 80%. All right, 90% is good. All right, so and we'll go through some of the pairs here. All right, we'll go through some of the pairs. Any other questions? Any other questions that you guys might have? This is Q&A, right?
I have a question.
Okay, hey Arthur, welcome.
Hi, David.
Hello.
I didn't do Forex, but I did do some equities today.
Okay.
And luckily I got some profits out, just a little bit. My question is, for support and resistance, is it better suited for what you're doing now with the money pairs, or do you kind of feel it depends, or like what's more volatile, with equities or with the money market like this, using support and resistance?
Okay. Which stock did you trade? Which symbol?
I did AMD.
AMD. Okay, AMD. All right. Semiconductor. Hey Mary. Hey Corey. What time frame? What time frame did you trade it on?
This time I ditched my old app. I'm using a new one, and I'm using the 5 minutes and 2 minutes, and even 1 minute sometimes. I got in at
All right.
I got at 57.4.
Okay. All right. Now let me we talked about this last week. All right. All right. Why are you trading these small time frames? Well, let me answer your question first, right? Okay, so support and resistance, every time frame, every instrument. So it doesn't matter whether it's Forex or equity stocks. Okay, we want to draw out. I sent over the weekend. I think it was not Mary. It was Maria did a great job on drawing out her support and resistance lines, and she did that manually. All right, so we want to draw those out. We want to draw out our support and resistance lines every time. All right, on every time frame, and it doesn't matter what market, right? It's because that's where our buying and selling decisions will come from, some support and resistance. All right, but I want to ask you, because last week you missed an exit on the 5 minute, right? Because you were taking a shower. I have a good memory. I remember a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, this time I was glued to it.
You were glued to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. Let's just take a look at it here. On the 5 minute, AMD on the 5 minute time frame. So 5 minute, 2 minute, and 1 minute. And I have opinions on those time frames, but I'll hold my opinions for now. All right.
Okay, it was mostly 5 and 2.
Okay, so 5 and 2. All right. So let's take a look at well, let's start with the 2 minute and see if we've got. We're just gonna see if we have a trade. All right. So here is the 2 minute time frame. All right, and basically, this is and this is good for everyone, right? So this is your entry was today, I'm assuming, right?
That's right.
Today? Okay. So today's the 10th. So here we are here on the 10th. So here is your trading window right here. So for today, here is your trading window right here. So what did you do? Where you went long, I'm assuming you bought it?
Yeah, I went long
Okay, so where
at
did you at what price?
57.4.
57.4, and at what time?
I think it was that one right there, the one at 4:30, the one long candle, the green one.
Okay, so 7:40 right here. You entered right about here.
57.4.
57.4 is right here. Okay. All right. And what time?
It was can't remember. It doesn't show me here. Sorry, one moment.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. So here is the 5-minute here. All right. Now here is, and this is equities, right? So stock. So here is, and you're looking to go long, right? And just remember that the overall market is bearish, right? We're in the markdown phase for the overall market. The market is under pressure,
Right.
a lot of pressure. So right, so if we're trading long, we're trying to swim upstream. Current is down, and we're trying to swim upstream. All right, but let's just take a look here. Let's just take a look here. All right, let's just take a look here. All right. So you took the trade early in the morning, right? You didn't take it in the afternoon because this is one. So from here on is after 1 p.m. You didn't you took the trade this morning, right?
I think it was after the morning, around afternoon or after, I think.
Okay. All right. So let's do this here. And then I just want you to look at your logic, and I'm trying to we'll look to see if there was a trading opportunity. All right. Okay. So from here, get a different color. And this is for all of us, right? From here to here was the morning. All right. And then from here to here was the afternoon. All right. All right. Does it look like we've got even on the 2-minute time frame, does it look like we could have traded? Does it look like we could have made money? Yes or no? Look here.
Not really, unless you want unless you kind of gambled it a little bit.
Okay, so look here. From here, right? From this zone here, right? You probably could have cut something down here. But from here, right, from here to here, right, from here to here, all right, that's about 80 cents. All right. Same thing here. Same thing here. Now that's on the 2-minute time frame. Every candle is 2 minutes. Okay, look how tight this range is. All right, and you've got to be very quick. From here to here, now that's the morning, and in the afternoon, right? In the afternoon, it got even tighter. Okay, so 780 to about, what's that there? So 57.75 to 825. Okay, so that's what's that? 50 cents right here. That's a 50 cents range. So this is what you were trying to trade here, a range of 50 cents. All right, a range of 50 cents. Very, very difficult. Extremely difficult on a 2-minute time frame. All right. So how did you do on the trade? Let me ask that.
So I got up almost around like $60. And then as it was going up, I thought it was gonna keep going up. So I doubled down and then but didn't go my way. So there was this little voice, David's voice. How much are you willing to risk now as it was going down? How much are you willing to risk? And I'm just thinking, you know what? I have the orders earlier with the lower price. Meat of the trade. Let's exit with a profit. And good thing I did because I kept going down. So around $20 now profit instead of 60, but yeah.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
I feel like I shouldn't have doubled down. I should have just waited a bit more. And if it was going to go down a bit more, I should have just sold it at near its peak. Maybe around 58.7 or 6.
Okay. What time frame? We're just gonna go with this. We're just gonna go with this, right? Okay. So so your entry was on which time frame?
So I was watching it. So I always watch like the 5-year, 2-year, months, and then I'll narrow it down for the day mostly on the 5 minutes, and then as I'm gonna enter, I'll kind of keep going back between the 5 minute, 2 minute, and 1 minute, just trying to see if it's actually going up or going down to kind of help a bit more with that. So as I'm entering, I would use the bit of the 5 and mostly the 2.
Okay, but what's your entry? Which time frame is your entry on? You need a time frame. You need one time frame for your entry.
Oh, like for this one that I made today?
Yeah.
The exact time, I don't remember.
No,
like here on the app.
no. What time frame? The 5 minute or the 2 minute?
Oh, when I entered, it was 2 minutes.
2 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. And at what time? Was it 1 o'clock?
I think it was around there. Around the afternoon time, yeah.
Okay.
I think it was around there, yeah, where your mouse is, around there.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Like the price was a bit higher, but I put a limit buy, and somehow I think I got it. I got a lower price by luck. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah. And then it was going up a bit more and more. I thought, hey, if it's gonna keep going, and then I doubled down. That's where, yeah. But anyways.
All right. Let me ask you, Arthur, because you've done this before. Do you like trading this way?
It was a little tough.
What's tough about it?
So it's it got me on the edge of my seat.
It got you on your edge. Do you like that?
Not too much.
Not too much. Okay. Well, we have traders that do this. I mean, one of our really good traders, right? We talk about Ricky all the time. He trades on a very small time frame, and he likes that. He likes the excitement, right? And he's
Oh.
really fast. He's really good, right? There are traders out there that will scalp like this, all right? And they'll do that with the different markets, right? They'll do that with stocks, all right? But there's there are a couple of things I want to talk about. It's not that this is a bad way of trading. This can be very successful, all right? But that's why I'm asking if you like trading this way, right? If I know it's very exciting, right? But if your personality, right? And we do a lot of this in the one-on-one coaching, right? If your personality fits this type of trading, yeah, we can work out a way around trading this way. I used to trade this way, all right, years ago. All right. So you have to decide. Now, I'm gonna get a bit personal here. I hope you don't mind, right? Do you have the luxury of being in front of your computer during the day for at least a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours? If you're gonna trade like this, do you have the luxury? Because most of us do not have that luxury to sit in front of and babysit the trade, right? Throughout the afternoon or the morning. Do you have the luxury in time, right? To babysit the trade and watch these 2 minutes, 2 minute candles.
No, it was only today because in Canada it's Thanksgiving, so it's a holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, today was the only exception. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be glued to the charts the whole day.
Okay, so what I would recommend is this. What I would recommend is this, right? Don't do this, right? Get a real trading plan together. All right, something that is systematic in nature, meaning that not that you can't do anything in here that's systematic, okay, but something that is rule based. Where see right here, you had some resist. So if we were going to trade this, guys, any input on Arthur, what Arthur is doing? Any input? Any input? Any input? Any input? I think we can all learn from this stuff, right? Okay,
I think
Arthur, go ahead. Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, I think you're having the discussion that's been running through my mind, which is how much time does one have to place themselves in front of the computer? Because you don't want to feel that you're missing out on something, but you also don't want to feel like you're running an impossible race.
Yeah, and there's a middle ground, there is a middle ground, and everyone is different, right? Everyone is different. Trading is very personal, right? I have tried for years to get traders to go do a certain thing, and I will when I do support and I'm logging into the systems, I see all types of charts, right? So I see all sorts of things, and that's good, right? Trading is like I said, it's a personal thing. All right. So everyone, and so you have to find what works for you. Okay, but it has to make sense. All right. So now, Arthur, this might work for you and it might not. You have to decide, right? But you keep coming back to these small time frames. All right. You keep coming back to these small time frames. And I can tell traders, hey, trade on the 4-minute time frame, trade on the daily time frame, trade on an hourly, and everyone has their own behavior, and your behavior, right, will play into your trading. All right. And it works out really, really well when there is a match. When there is a match, right? With your personality, right? And as you get older, it might change. When I was younger, you know, I wanted that excitement. I needed to stay on a small time frame, but I'm older now, and so things will change, right? Right. If you don't have that time during the day, that will change. Okay. But even with a small time frame, I want to show you how we could do it a bit better, right? Okay. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to work with your time frame, and I'm going to show you where even with this, we can still do it in a smart way. All right. And you'd mentioned support and resistance. You'd mentioned support and resistance. Okay, and we're just gonna focus here on your time where you entered the trade around 1 o'clock. You know, I have my opinions on things, but guess what? You know, you guys are taking the trades. The important thing is on whatever time frame we trade on, we need to follow the right process. So here is AMD. All right. So follow me for a second. Here is AMD on the daily time frame. So Arthur, what phase is it in?
It looks like in the down phase,
Yeah, markdown phase.
markdown phase.
Okay. So when you do this, okay, put a daily time frame together. All right. So rather than doing a 1 minute, a 2 minute, a 5 minute, no, I much prefer a 5 minute time frame if you're gonna do that. Okay. But we're gonna use your 1 minute here as an example. But I will look at a 5 minute after. Okay. Are there any, before I go through this, are there any other questions on anything else? I want to make sure I get everyone. Are there any other questions, or otherwise we'll just stay on this for now? Any other questions, guys? Okay. Okay, so Arthur, if we're gonna do this, and I'm not saying you can't do this, okay, but we need to do it the right way. Okay, so markdown phase, red candles, right? AMD's under a lot of pressure to go lower. All right. So just know that. Keep that in mind. You're going against, you're trading against all of this here. It's going down, but you're trying to trade it up. Not that you can't get a bounce, right? Not that you can't get a bounce. All right. And you did get a bounce. Okay. So if you look here, so just keep this in mind, right? Just keep this in mind here. All right, keep that in mind. Now, what you need to do, you had mentioned support and resistance. You need to draw out your support and resistance lines. Okay. Now, you would not have had this area here in the afternoon, but you would have had support, really good support here throughout the morning. All right. Throughout the morning, you've got really good resistance, really good support here. All right. You see that? You see that? Arthur? Yeah. You see that? Yeah. Yes or no? I can't hear.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so you need to draw out, it doesn't matter what time frame, you need to find your resistance, right? Find your resistance, all right? Find your resistance. Here is 1230 here. All right, so this is about 10:30, 11, right? You got pretty good resistance here, and then you got pretty good support here. All right, and then here was about 1 o'clock. All right, so we know you got pretty good resistance right here. You still have to do this, right? Pretty good support right here. Yes, you could have waited, all right, and taken this trade here. Here's a buy signal right here where the price went up. This was your trade, right? At 1 o'clock, right at 1:30, right when the price came in. So you called it pretty good. Okay, but then look what happened, right? It went from 58 to 59. So that's a point. That's not a bad move here. But look what happened afterwards. All right. Now came back, didn't hold at all, right? And then we got a sell signal to get out here. All right. And then here is another buy signal, and here it is right here. Now look at this. If we look at this, if we look at just how the system is trading it, okay? Now, look here for a second. Not that what you're doing is wrong, but there are different opportunities, right? There are different opportunities, and I want to show you what's going on here. So we know on the daily time frame, it's going down, and it's been going down, right? All red candles, day after day after day after day after day after day after day. It's going long. It's been going down, right? And we're trying to trade it short. Look at this. All of this movement down here. All right. And here is where we're testing resistance, and it's failing. So no wonder your trade failed and you're having a difficult time, right? Right? Clearly going down in the markdown phase. It's just consolidating right here. All right. This buy signal failed. This buy signal failed. And currently this buy signal is failing. Okay. Hey, Alan, welcome. Okay. So you've got to be really good, really quick to do this, right? On a small minute time frame. And you're going against the overall trend. So you're going against, right? AMD in the markdown phase, right? You're going against the market, right? You're going against the overall market, right? So the Dow, the S&P, NASDAQ, AMD is part of the NASDAQ, right? So you're going totally against everything. All right. Could it work out? Yes, but you're making it so much harder for yourself, right? So much harder for yourself. So the homework for you, right? If you want to trade this way, what I would recommend though, because it doesn't sound like you'll have a lot of time during the day to trade like this. So what I would recommend is moving up your time frame. All right. Moving up your time frame to a more secure trading plan where you have the time. All right. On average. So not once in a while, like here, right? But on average, how much time do you have during the day to trade? If you were to say.
During the regular trading hours, I think maybe lunch would be one. If I can get to go on some breaks, maybe 2 hours tops. 1.5 to 2 hours.
Okay. And I'm assuming, and I don't want to get personal, I'm assuming you're working, right? Because you said a break. So a lunch break.
Yeah.
From work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So could you imagine, right? The markets are moving, right? And then you've got to take on your lunch break, try to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the way the way we if look here for a second. So this would have been, let's say, because this was your entry right about here. No, you did catch a move. I'm not, you caught a move. But so let's say, for instance, here from, and there's a time difference, obviously, in Canada. But the move doesn't always happen when we want it to happen. All right. So think of it like this, right? So it's lunchtime and we're looking to trade. All right. So it's lunchtime. We have a period, and a lot of us do that, right? A lot of us do that. We get in front of the markets, our screen, and we say, okay, now we are ready to trade now. Right? Now is the time. We've got some time available, and we want to trade right now. And we want the market to come to us and give us that opportunity right now. That's asking a lot of the markets, right? Rather than waiting patiently for when the market is ready, right? And then when it is ready, we are there to take advantage of that opportunity. Okay. So we are forcing the market to move in a direction we want it to move based on our time. Okay. So I want you to think a bit differently, right? So rather than having a schedule and trying to fit the market around your work schedule, do a longer time frame. Okay. Do a longer time frame. You don't have to do a daily time frame, but you can do, even for your schedule, I really, I don't think of 1 hour time frame would work, but a 4 hour time frame works really, really well. It doesn't give you that excitement. I can tell you like that excitement, right? You like that excitement, that thrill of trading. All right. But there are other things we can do to get that thrill. Trading, we try to get that thrill out of trading. It doesn't work really well, right? It doesn't work really well. We have to be patient. All right. We get excited. It doesn't work very well. Okay. This would have been a better setup if we were in the markup phase. So if on the daily time frame it's moving higher, right, and it had a pullback like this right here, but on the daily time frame it's in the markup phase on the daily time frame. So the overall trend, we had a pullback, and now we are looking to test resistance and move higher. Much better, but the overall trend is down. You're trying to do almost the impossible. All right, you're trying to do almost the impossible, and on a small time frame with a small window to even watch it. So, all right, you can.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hold on to this for sure.
What's that?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hold on to this for the long term for sure. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, think about your process. Think about what you're doing. All right, take some time to think about what you're doing. All right. All right. Anyone has any tips for Arthur? Anyone has any tips?
I would just say that the down, like all the red candles going down, that does look really good. That's pretty smooth and consistent, not volatile at all. So that's a good thing to look for, at least.
Yeah. I mean, you could get a move up, right? But it's just, it's just very tricky. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Tips for Arthur?
David, I was going to ask you, what's the average length of time somebody will hold on to a trade on a 5-minute?
On a
time
5
frame?
minutes, it's going to be intraday. All right.
You'll be in and out within a day?
Yeah, within the day. Now, with sometimes it will last. We've seen it in Forex where it might last overnight if it really catches a trend. I'll show you guys. If you guys are if you now if you've got some downtime, and I've talked about this, right? I wouldn't make it a plan unless, you know, we have traders. Peter trades on the small time frame. Like I said, Ricky. I think Zaire sometimes trade on a smaller time frame, but they trade full time, right? All those individuals trade full time and they're glued to their screens. All right. But they follow, you know, they follow support and resistance, and they're not just, you know, getting in the trade. The 5-minute time frame will last like right here, Bill, the entry. So on the 5-minute, you see how tough this is. Here's the markdown phase. And then this is the daily, here's the 5-minute. And it was a good entry. All right. So here was resistance right here is where resistance. And then this is where Arthur got in, right about here. Right in here. But it failed. All right. So Bill, that lasted about what's that, 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours on the 5 minutes. So here was the buy signal here on a break of resistance right here. And the system caught it, right? Went up and then failed and then got out right here. Okay. So there was a loss of about 30 cents, 30, 40 cents or so, right? 40 cents. All right, let's see here. About 30 cents or so. All right. So bought here on the break of resistance, sold here on the break of support. So Arthur, that's why we need those support and resistance lines. Okay. We can't just get in and get out, get in and get out, right? So bought here on a break of resistance, and that's on that 5-minute chart. That was tradable. It was tradable, right? Much clearer. Here is resistance. Here is resistance. We'll count this as resistance. Here is horrible line. Here is support down in here. Okay, it broke, buy signal, but then guess what? It failed. We've got to get out. All right, so one trade. We're gonna, you know, there was one trade here, buy and sell, and then you're out. You're out. Okay, but overall, markdown phase. Overall, look at this here, right? Since March, it's been going down. Not that we need an totally upward trend. You can get a pullback. You can get a pullback up to here, and you could catch it on the 5-minute. But just know what we're dealing with, you know. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Bill, intraday, 5 minutes is intraday, but sometimes if you catch a run, you might keep overnight.
So like Arnold was saying, he's home for the day. He's got time. He's got a day to kill. So for a 1-day trade, it would be okay.
It would be okay. But I wouldn't now. It's not a bad setup. It's not a bad setup, but you just have to have clearly defined rules, right? You have to have clearly, it's not so here was a trade here to go long here, right here. Now this is on the daily time frame. So let's look at the daily candles. All right, let's take a look at the daily candles. All right, so let's take today's price action. So here is today's price action right here. So from open to close, very tight. All right, so this was yesterday's price action. All right. This was yesterday's price action. A lot of selling. That's what caused all this selling right here. All this selling came from this candle yesterday. Yeah, this was today's candle. All right. So right here, made a high, it made a low for the day, low here for the day, high here for the day. That's right here. Okay. Right here. But it stayed within a tight range. That's this tight range right in here. So there was no high, there was not a high, a low, right? Open and a high close. No, if he had done that, he would have done okay, right? If he had done that, where it stayed high, right? Stayed up, right, for the day, he might have done okay, but it failed and started consolidating again. That's right here. All right. So very, very tough trading. All right. Very tough trading. That's why it failed. It failed right here. You know, look for the, if you guys are going to do anything like this, have a daily time frame. All right. Now, if we went back here, ideally, you want to get, you know, some green candles, right? So let's see here. This was July. Let's go back to July. Let me bring in some more data. Bring in more data here. I'm not saying that this is impossible. You can do it, but you need to know what you're doing here. And you need to have the time to do it. And if the trade doesn't set up, you don't do anything.
I'm kind of curious about the same process, but for Genie, Geni, because it is a stock, so everything is in markdown phase, but this one is a bit of an anomaly, still kind of going up. So perhaps it would work a little bit better with something that has more green candles as opposed to with a bunch of other stocks that have more red candles.
Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so Charity, what are you saying about GENI?
It's been in more of a markup phase, the kind of opposite of what everything else has been doing in stocks. So I'm just curious if you were to do a trade like this on a small time frame, like 5 minutes or 2 minutes, if you would have better results. I mean, you would have to have better results, but if it would be even worth it, or if
Okay.
it would just be better to stick with something like Forex on a smaller time frame if you were really going to want to do that small of a time frame, because it is something that moves faster.
Yeah. So if we took a look at, I think we've beat Arthur's trade really down enough. And we'll finish here. So Arthur, does that make sense, Arthur?
Yeah, no, 100%.
What
Yeah,
I've noticed is that you've been able to do pretty good finding these smaller moves, right? Your entries are pretty not bad, right? But I would draw support and resistance line. You are finding the momentum, right? You're finding the moves. You just want to clean it up a bit. All right. And then your exit, you definitely need to define your exit more on a break of support. Okay. We want to get that on a break of support. All right. So I hope that helped.
okay.
Charity here. So and I want you guys to really start looking and you know what's going on with the equity markets, right? So just know that if you do anything with stocks, you're going against the overall trend, right? and we don't have any buy signals at all. We don't have any buy signals. We don't even have buyers coming in to even anticipate a buy signal on anything in equities. Okay. So here, Charity, here is Ginny on the daily time frame. All right. All right. If you guys are going to do anything on the smaller time frame, right, look at the daily time frame. That's going to give you a lot, tell you a lot about what's happening. Okay. It's out of that markdown phase and it is consolidating here, but it's not, there are no buyers, right? There are no buyers. The price is stuck between $3.66 and $4.84. All right. So even if you moved it to a smaller time frame, there's nothing there. All right. There's nothing. There's just nothing there. There's nothing there. All right. Yeah, there's nothing there. We got to wait. Right. This is one we wait. Right. The buy signal closed. And I know this is on the daily time frame, but it's stuck within a tight range. So I wouldn't waste my time. Not when not when these opportunities are setting up in here on the dollar. Okay. All right, Charity, does that help?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
David, I have a question.
Yes, Mary.
So when you have a buy signal in Monster Scalper and then you go to forex.com and you click on the particular pair and then you see a red candle, which one then do you follow?
The red candle in forex.com?
Yes.
Don't follow that. Don't follow that. Follow your system.
Okay.
Yeah, follow the system. All right, follow your system. All right, so if you get a red candle, that's why we have the system, right? So if you get a red candle like here, right, you can get out, but use the system. Red candle, white arrow, that's our exit. All right. Red, but on the system, on Monster Scalper. Okay. Because I think in forex.com, what candles do you have? I think it's red, white, green. What candles do you have? Let's see. What candles do you have? What candles do we have in Forex? Let's see here. Yeah, definitely follow the system.
You essentially have two colors. You have light greenish and orange.
Light greenish and orange. Yeah. Okay. And that's on the dollar Swiss, right? Dollar Swiss.
Actually, that one I'm looking at the British pound, Japanese yen.
Or the pound yen.
Yes.
Why are you looking at the pound yen?
No. I was just looking at it to answer your question on the color.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not that I
Not
was
to
trading
trade
that
it.
one.
Okay.
No.
All right. Thank you. All right. So pound yen, let's see here. So pound yen. So you have green, yeah, green and red. Like a bluish green and red. Yeah, I wouldn't go by that at all. At all. At all. Yeah, stick with your system. That's why you have the system, right? That's why you have the system. So you in dollar Swiss, right, Mary?
Yes.
Did you
Yes.
get into any others? Or just the dollar Swiss?
I think I have one more. CNH.
Okay, CNH. Okay. And that's all you need. You're new to trading this way. So there's nothing to do. The buy signal was here. You got in right at here, right? It's moving up in the markup phase, green candle. So nothing to do. Just hold on. All right, nothing to do. And then CNH gave a buy signal today. Let's take a look at that. USD CNH. All right, and here's the buy signal here. Hold on, let me share my screen. All right, so here's the buy signal here on USD CNH, all green candles. So just hold on. Looks really good. All right, hopefully we'll get another move like this. So both your trades are looking good. All right. Those of you who did not get into, take a look at, if you're not in USD CNH, take a look at it, right? It's setting up really nicely, right? Nice pullback, right? Buy signal, moving, holding nicely. So those two trades, Mary, good job. Just hold, don't do anything until you get a red candle or a sell signal like this. All right.
David, sorry, what was that? USD and what?
USD CHF and
Oh, okay.
USD CNH.
Oh, okay, thanks for that.
You're welcome. But we've got many pairs. We got 9 pairs that have given buy signals. All right. All right, guys. Also keep working things out. The important thing is what's the time frames that you're trading. All right.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna get a laptop and monitors, right? Because I've been doing everything on my phone.
yeah, that's
So I feel
yeah.
I'll
So
definitely
yeah,
work on it.
you need a laptop, a computer to draw out your support and resistance
Yeah.
lines. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
important. That's important. All right,
I
guys.
also found that it's been really helpful. Like in the beginning, it was really helpful for me to just kind of piggyback off of other people's trades. So the trades I knew other people were in because of watching the training, it was
Mhm.
I could get in on those and have better luck than just kind of shooting in the dark or guessing what I might trade.
Yeah. Yes, Charity. Good point, Charity. Arthur, did you hear that? What she said?
Getting tips on good securities going up.
No, no. Charity, repeat that for Arthur, please.
So just like in the beginning when I was first trading, I would just come to these classes and find the trades that other people were doing and piggyback on
Oh,
those
oh yeah,
instead of
just like
having
exactly
to
what I was doing with this USD one.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And it was always really
Mm.
helpful, not having a computer in front of me and not having the system for,
Yeah.
each one. It was helpful for that. And it works pretty well too, especially if you're following the markup and the 4 market phases.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks for that.
Yeah, like Arthur, what you could do is if you wanted to take this trade right here, all right, and just follow it along with us. Okay.
Okay.
That way you learn, and that's basically what Charity is saying, right? Um, follow the trades that we are doing or someone else is doing, right? But that's why you're here, right? And that's why we do this so that you can follow these trades and you learn so much by, and you might have get a chance to make some money too. Okay, but you'll learn some good skill on how to do it, and then also it will help manage you know, get your patience, manage your patience and waiting for the trades, right? So this would be a good example if you wanted to take this trade right here, right? All right, USD CNH as practice, right? You could put just a small amount, one mini lot, micro lot, like $20, $30 on this right here, and then just stay with it, right? Just like what Charity is saying, stay with it all the way to the end. All right, and then do that one, and then do another one. You know, we're here, you know, 5 days a week. We're here, okay. So you can, like I said, you know, you can every evening. These are 4-hour time frames, so you can watch it on your own. All right, but then we can critique it for you every evening. Okay, so that's the better way of learning. That way you're following a system, a systematic process, not a trading system. Yes, a trading, but a systematic way of trading, and you're building some good habits. All right, so you know, just you're basically copying what we do. It's a really better way to learn rather than just kind of winging it right now. Okay, so that's a good point, Charity. All right. And honestly, you know, when you're ready, get some coaching. Okay. Get some coaching. Really, get some coaching. So because time trading is not just about entering an egg. There are some things that we have to work out with the mindset and things. So, you know, all right. So just think about that stuff. But if you wanted to, you could get into here. You can get into this one or dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss has gone a bit, all right, but USD CNH hasn't really moved yet, and there's a few more. I think dollar CAD, no buy signal yet. We should get a buy signal on this one, but notice, Otto, that we are waiting for these buy signals. We're not just getting in, we're waiting. You notice how, you know, Mary, Charity, a lot of our traders talk about they're waiting, constantly waiting for a buy signal, right? On a break of resistance. Okay, so it's systematic, right? Systematic, and it's all planned. Right? It's all planned. All right, and it's all controlled. No emotions, right? No excitement. It's kind of gets boring. It's really boring, but that's good. That's good.
Oh, I want it to be boring while it's going up.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Thanks, Otto. Thanks, Charity. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, guys. All right. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
I'll see you guys
Bye.
tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.